All right, guys. All right. We are approaching the end of PPA, right? And I just want to show you guys how you can combine the knowledge that we have, the loops and the control structures to make a maybe like a menu system, So I just want to do the we just want to do the loop. We just want to do the while loop actually, right? So a menu system mostly used in you can mostly do it inside a what you call it, a menu, a do while. I think a do while works best. Um, okay, so um, so let me just erase everything here, right? So and actually let me just erase everything, right? So first I'm going to explain to you what we are trying to accomplish here. Right? So the very first thing we want to do is we want to ask the user to enter something, right? Enter in sorry. Oh, sorry. No. Sorry. The first thing we want to do is we want to display something to the user, right? We want to display a menu system to the user where we say one is Coca-Cola, and then two is like beans, right? But that doesn't make sense. Let's just stick to beverages. So we got Coca-Cola, we got maybe Sprite, right? And then we got water, right? And then 0 to exit, right? So this is what we want to print out to the user first. And then the user is supposed to type something here. They're supposed to type an option, right? And then as long as they do not type 0 to exit, this statement should continue prompting them again. So if I type 1, right, then this is supposed to get called again like this, right? And then they are supposed to type in again. Okay. All right. So this is the what you call it, the program that we want to create, right? So notice that we did first before we collected the input, right? So I just want to create a an int here that I'm going to call I input like this, and then I'm going to say do, right? So I would like to create that menu system that after print line, and then I said 1 is for Coca-Cola, like this, right? And then I'm just going to copy this and just put it there, right? And then we said 0 is for exit, right? And then we said 2, sorry, that's supposed to be 3, it's for water, right? And then 2 is for Sprite, right? There we are. And then we're supposed to have a user input right after it, right? And this is where we're going to be storing the user input. That's why I created a variable here, so that I can be able to collect the user input and store it somewhere. And we are expecting an integer, so next int, right? So I'm just going to close it here. And then I'm going to add a while, right? And what's my exit condition? My exit condition is 0. So while I input, right? So under normal circumstances, I would maybe like do this, and I showed you guys this, right? And then I showed you guys this, where you compare if it's equal, right? Is equal to 0. So how then do you say is not equal to 0? Because you want it to run while the I input is not 0. Right? So remove 1, 1 equal sign, and then put an exclamation mark like this. So this means and then terminate that. While I input is not 0. This is what the statement means. Okay, is not 0. So while it is not 0, then this body is going to continue to be executed. Right? So now if I was to run this, as you can see, we did achieve what we want. There, so now I can put 4, 7. As long as I don't type 0, it's not going to terminate. The moment I put 0, then it terminates, right? So that's what we wanted to do, right? So now, so far, we've only done the loop, right? We've only done the do while loop. Now, let's introduce the condition, right? So what do we want? Maybe we just want to print out that you've selected Coca-Cola. Now, I'm just going to use a case for this because I think it's case is very useful when you have basic numbers, right? So I'm going to use a switch for this. Right. So what do I want to check? Which input do I want to check? I want to check this input. Right? So this is the input that I would like to check. And then open up my curly bracket. And then case 1. So meaning they've selected option 1. Right? And then what I want to do is I just want to system out print and say you have selected. Right? So you have selected Coca-Cola. Coca-Cola. You have selected Coca-Cola like this, right? And then I'm just going to copy this. I just want to copy and paste this, and then right underneath it, remember to use break when you're using your cases. Okay, and then we're going to do case 2, and then for case 2 you have selected Sprite. Okay, and then add a break as well. And then case 3, they have selected water. You have selected water. Okay, and then break as well. And then for case number 3, for case 0, right? So for case 0, we would like to system out print and say enjoy your day. Right, enjoy your day. Okay, so this is what we want to do, and then just break this. Okay, and then we're going to add a default for in case they do not write any of those numbers that we've defined, and then just say invalid input. Right? Invalid input. Right? Like this. Right? Invalid input. Right? Okay. So there we go. So now this looks like a basic, as you can see, like we just kind of took a case and then threw it inside the loop, right? So it's possible to do this. This is how you do it actually. It's nothing too difficult. It's you just using a case inside a loop, right? Then when we hit enter, as you can see, so when we enter 1, then it says you have selected Coca-Cola, right? Now when I hit 2, you have selected Sprite. I hit 3, you have selected water. Now when I hit 0, it says enjoy your day, and then it terminates. All right. So yeah, that's it. That's it. I just wanted to show you guys how we can quickly integrate the two together, right? I'm gonna create a part 2 for this where I take it a little bit take a step forward, just to spice things up a bit, and I'll see you guys on the next video. Okay?